My name is Kara Riley, and I'm going to be doing an informational speech on donating blood, and this is my audience. How many people know their blood type? Does anybody know? Got one? Alright, most people don't know their blood type unless they donate blood or they had to have blood given to them. So I'm going to give you a quick speech on donating blood. First, we're going to go over some basic knowledge about blood, and then after that, we're going to go over reasons why it's important, and then lastly, we're going to go about ways we can donate and the donating process. So a little bit about blood. There are 4 types. There's A, B, AB, and O. There's 2 subgroups, which are the positive and the negative. So that makes it actually a total of 8, so you can have A positive or A negative. And then from there, these are an example, so you can see the positives and the negatives. Ignore this little bit here. The 4 main parts that can be donated, that can be used throughout the transfusions, are going to be the red cells, which last about 42 days once they've been donated. Then we have the platelets, which are going to be lasting about 5 days, and then the plasma and the karyoprecipitate, which they can be frozen and they can be used up to a year. And then approximately 10 pints are in the human body. Approximately. I mean, everybody's different depending on your size. Generally, men have more blood than women do. And then next we're going to be going some important reasons why we should donate. More than 4.5 million people need blood every year for various reasons. You can be a soldier deployed and you need blood because you have an accident, traffic accidents. You can have immunity diseases, various other reasons. For example, a single car accident victim can require up to 100 pints of blood, just depending on their seriousness and if they can get the blood stop. Various. A transfusion is needed when blood loss exceeds 30 to 40% of the blood volume. That's considered class 3 hemorrhage. There are 4 classes. And then 1 donation has the potential to save up to 3 lives. Because they can. The reason why we can get that is because you can separate from the red blood cells, the platelets, or the plasma. Or you can give it as a whole unit. And then blood cannot be manufactured. That's why we need it so bad. You can't make this. This isn't like plastic, and we can just abundantly, it's everywhere kind of thing. And then ways that we can donate. Ways we can donate, you can get in contact with the Red Cross. There will be one in every state. They might be a little bit out of the way, but there's that way. And also, a lot of the times if you're next to an army base or a military base of any kind, a lot of times they'll have blood drives as well. So you can get in contact with one of them, and they'll be able to help you if you're interested in donating. There are stipulations, though, but we'll get into that in a second. The first thing you want to do if you want to donate is you want to prepare to donate. If you plan on going in that day, you want to make sure you hydrate. It makes it easier for them to stick you with a needle, so your veins are a little bit bigger. And you want to make sure you wear comfortable clothing. You want to be able to roll up your sleeves a little bit so you can actually have access to your arm. And you want to be comfortable in general. You don't want to be all tense. If not, you're going to be super nervous. And I've seen a few people pass out, actually. And then you want to bring a list of current medication, because if you're taking certain type of medications, you have certain types of diseases, you are unable to donate. And then you want to, of course, bring your identification card. It's a necessity. And if you have an organ donor card or a blood donor card, it always has your blood type and everything on it. It'll help them out a little bit too. And then the next thing you want to worry about is going to be the donation process. With that, you're going to have the registration. Once you go in, they're going to give you a little packet that they're going to have you read over, and it's going to tell you about the process. And then you're also going to show your ID there. And then after that, you're going to go into like a mini physical. They're going to ask you questions about your medical history, and then they're going to do your pulse, temperature, blood pressure, and then they're going to get a sample of your hemoglobin levels. And then after that, you're going to do your donations if you're eligible, and that's going to take approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Now, if you're doing like the plasma, that's going to take more. I think that takes up to an hour to 2, depending on the person and how much they're taking. And then after the donation, they're going to give you refreshments to help you replenish your blood supply. They're going to wait there 10 to 15 minutes to make sure you're medically sound to go. And then after that, you want to make sure you continue to hydrate throughout the day. And then also, you want to avoid heavy lifting eventually, just right after. You don't want to pop back open your vein and bleed everywhere. They're going to tape you up, but it's still possible. And then, with that, here are some of my references I got this from. This is just a short one. If you want an actual outline from page to page, you can get with me later, and I will give that to you. But today we went over some of the blood, some knowledge about blood. We went over why we should donate, and as well as how to donate, the process. So hopefully this gave you a little more insight, and I hope you guys decide to donate one day. Does anyone have any questions? No? Thank you very much.